Hello and welcome to the channel. My name's Peter and I'm a physiotherapist. So if you haven't already seen, we've done my push days, we've done my pull days, and now finally we're onto the pulls. So we're looking at 2 leg day workouts to complete the week. If you haven't seen either of those 2 videos, they'll be linked somewhere there at the end of this one, so stay tuned. Right, so I'm roughly 10.5 weeks into my cut, so yeah, feeling a bit drained in the gym, feeling a bit tired, no longer able to push those heavy weights which we all love to push. So what I've done is I've dropped the weight down, increased the volume a bit, and if you don't understand your maintenance volume and how increasing your volume can help you maintain muscle, then go watch the pull series where that's all explained. Alright, so before we get into the workout, I've just noticed by looking at you guys, which is the camera, and I can see me just next to it, I've noticed the shirt is a bit tight, but hey, my girlfriend says it makes me look wham, so we stick with it. You know, if you're not big, you just wear tight shirts, makes you look bigger. Right, so straight into the workouts, we're going to start off with... That's fine. I don't know the workouts, I don't have them. Alright, take 2, we got the workouts in hand, and yeah, you won't be able to see this luckily because I'll just pop the first exercise right over there. So starting off with barbell reverse lunges, 3 times 10 to 12. Now, this is contradictory to what I said in the push series. Again, it's my second video where I've done this. I've included the bench press and I've included the barbell lunge, just because I do have knee issues, and I've got a video on knee pain if you want to check that out too. But I do have knee issues, and I find that maintaining the lunge is really good for me maintaining my knee health. So we've got 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. From there, we're going on to the seated hamstring curl. So yes, more of a stretch than a lying hamstring curl. And we can tilt that pelvis forwards, rotate that pelvis anteriorly to get more of a stretch. And this one, we're doing the myo match set. So 3 times 10 to 20 reps. Myo matching, so hitting the same number as where you failed on the first set. From there, we straight onto the quads. So going on to quad extensions, again, 3 times 10 to 12. Quite high rep range with 3 stretch partials on the last set. Then we're going to hop onto the leg press. So what I've done, I've pre-fatigued using the hamstring curls and the quad extensions, and then going on to the heavy leg press, 3 times 10 to 20 myo match. So this absolutely kills. You must hate yourself to do this, but it is awesome, and the leg pump is absolutely insane. From there, we're going to go on to the leg press heel raises. So if you, like me, most gyms don't have a calf machine, although mine does, although I train legs of my girlfriend. So yep, anyway, we've got 3 times 10 to 20 myo match on the leg press machine doing heel raises for calves. From there, that's the end of the leg series. Oh, that's not many exercises, but trust me, your legs will be absolutely fried. And what we're going to do is jump straight onto core. So I like programming my core on my leg day, just because a push day I'm doing so many different exercises, takes a bit longer. Same with a pull day. However, you can add 2 core exercises in, and I've gone with hanging leg raises just because it's really insane for that lower core, and I get a really good abdominal burn and pump from it. And we go 3 sets of 10 to 15. Now you can weight these if you're Hulk, but if you're like me, you're already tired, pre-fatigue the core from all the other exercises. Just the legs is good enough. From there, we're gonna go to cable crunches with a twist. Now I've discussed this in an ab video. If you want more in depth, you can go check that video out. It's also on my channel. So cable crunches with a twist to get some oblique activation. So we're doing 6 each side, followed out by 8 to 12 normal reps, just repping out to failure, and that will repeat twice. Alright, so before we hit the next leg day, I'd just like to discuss why I've gone with a hamstring curl and quad extension first. Now, there were some studies that were published saying, should we pre-fatigue using isolation movements and then go into our heavy compounds just to get more muscle activation? And what they found is, well, it does absolutely nothing. But what I found is, and what other people have also found is, it does make you weaker. So you pre-fatigue the muscle. If you push the quads and hamstrings isolated really heavy first, and then go into your leg press or hack squat in this case, then you can't lift as much weight. Now that doesn't mean your muscles are getting less stimulus, because the muscles can't read the weight on the machine or the number of plates you throw on a bar. What they do speak is tension, so time under tension, and you can train to failure, therefore hit your rep range of between 10 and 15 or myo matching with less weight, therefore putting you at less risk of being injured. With that being said, let's get straight into leg day number 2, which is starting off with lying hamstring curl. So we did the seated, now I do the lying. I, funny enough, feel the hamstrings more in the lying variant than the seated. Now that's not due to the stretch, I think it's just due to the activation and the way my body is built. I find my left knee tends to rise up as I do the hamstring curl on the seated hamstring, and that's probably because I've torn my hamstring before in the past. And I don't know why, I cannot actively control it. So yeah, I feel the lying hamstrings more, and we're doing 3 sets of 10 to 20. We're jumping straight into it with myo matching. And after that, we're going to go on to the quad extension, repping out. Try go a bit heavier for these early myo matches, failing closer to the 10 side than the 20 side, just because it's early on and you can push it a bit harder. So quad extension, 3 times 10 to 20 myo match sets. From there, we can put the knee sleeves on and go on to the hack squat. Now you can just do this with a barbell, or you can do it on the machine like I did. And we're doing 3 times 10 to 12. So for me, in this period of my workout, this is a slightly lower rep range, so I'm going a bit heavier, although pre-fatigued, therefore can't go as heavy as I would if I'd started with it. And this is a known exercise to hurt knees, but actually my knees have been feeling quite good recently, or my left knee anyway. My right's always been good. From there, we're going to really burn out the legs, get that pump going with the leg press on 3 times 10 to 20 myo match. This is absolutely insane. So after this, the leg pump will be unbelievable, and it's really enjoyable actually. Well, I like it. There must be something wrong with me. And from there, we're going to go into a glute medius exercise. Now, I've gone for crab walks. Again, I've said I've got knee issues. This exercise keeps my knees fairly bulletproof, and it doesn't take long. And we're doing these in a ladder format. So we're going 2 times 6, and you think, oh, that's only 12 reps, but it isn't, because what we're going to do, we're going to go 1 step to the right, 1 step to the left, 2 steps to the right, 2 steps to the left, and we see the pattern keep going. So 3, then 3 back, 4, then 4 back, 5, then 5 back, and then 6 and 6 back. By the time you've done it, you've done 26 reps in each direction, and trust me, the glute burn will be insane. And then we're doing it twice. Try go fairly heavy, slow down the reps and control them. And then from there, we can't miss out on the calf raises, so we're on to, depends where I'm training on this one, but I would like to do a seated calf raise, and we're going to do 3 times 12 to 15 with 3 stretch partials on the last set. And from there, we're jumping straight back to the core. That's it for legs. And again, we're starting off with hanging leg raises. So we're doing 2 sets of 10 to 12, nice slow controlled eccentrics. And from there, we're going to go on to cable crunches, 2 times 10 to 12 going heavy, and then 1 times 12 to 15 where we're adding in the rotation, and we're just going to failure. So you don't have to do it with these specific core exercises. I just find, for me, hanging leg raise is really good. I get such a good core, like I get a good core pump. I get core cramps when I bend down to have a sip of water in between sets. And then cable crunches is my go-to ab exercise, because we're getting a top down movement in the cable crunch, we're getting a bottom up movement from the leg raise, and then we're getting a rotational movement from the cable crunches with the twist. So the only thing we haven't covered is stability, which hopefully will be covered in all the other exercises that we do throughout the week. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate your time, and if you liked the video, please hit that thumbs up button down below. So coming next to the channel, I found some really interesting research that I didn't expect to find on the bench press, and a certain thing to do with the bench press that targets the different fibers, so your upper fibers, mid fibers, lower fibers, and no one's speaking about it. And what I'm doing, I'm putting that into practice right now as we speak during my sets, and we'll report back soon with some results, and I think this one's going to be absolutely mind-blowing, so stay tuned. If you don't want to miss out on that video, hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications. Until then guys, we'll see you in the next one. Oh, and don't forget, click on one of these 2 videos if you haven't seen my pull workouts or my push workouts.